everyone, how you all doing? So today I'm recording the Gretsch Brooklyn drum kit I have. It's the little jazz baby one I've got. Easy to carry around, small sizes. I'm recording it with two Aston Spirit microphones and I want to see if I can get a big drum sound. The idea with this video is recording the drum kit with two microphones only and getting as big a drum sound as we can in what I would call a typical home studio setup. This is nothing flashy in here. It's my converted garage with loads of acoustic foam on the walls to try and stop the resonance of the room, and some of these ghost acoustic panels that I've had for years now. And the microphones I'm doing this with are the Aston microphones, the Spirits. I've got two of them that were kindly sent to me to check out. I was really excited about this because online they get some amazing reviews, and I've got to say they are built like a tank. Super impressed with the quality. They look awesome. I love the way how they're saving some money in the production side of things to be able to pass on a better quality product, but giving you the option afterwards to purchase things like the shock mount should you want it. So these mount directly onto the mic stands. They've got some internal shock mounting around the capsule, so you don't need to shock mount them for that reason. I would use the shock mounts for flexibility of placement out of choice. I've got a 10 dB pad engaged. I've set them to cardioid pattern, and we're in a recorderman setup. So we've got them equal distance from the snare kick using the old piece of string to try and pick up as most natural sound from the drum kit as possible. So this is my little baby kit. It's a 20 by 14 bass drum. We've got a hole in the front of the head, and I've got my dead animal muffling in there, my old cushion cover from the lounge, sort of, I don't know, woolly thing with some stuff on it. Anyway, I like the fact it's quite thin, so it's not killing the bass drum completely, but it just controls some of the overtones. 12 by 7 rack tom. 14 by 14 floor tom, a 13 by 6.5 snare drum. This is my DW Collectors from about 20 years ago, and I don't know why when I had it made for me, I chose black and pink cow print, which I don't regret, but you know, it's not my favourite drum. I'm not actually a massive fan of the sound of this. I've left it open. I want to try and get a nice, bright, crisp crack snare sound. And I want to get as big a sound as I can out of this drum kit, recording it with these two microphones. Don't be afraid when doing this to put moon gel on your toms, to control some of the resonance, dampen the kick, get the sound you want out of your snare. I find cymbals a little bit too bright, especially my minors, so a little bit of tape on the back of the cymbals just to take that real top end off. And it's a sound I listen to and think, I'm happy with that, I want to capture that. And hopefully, with this little setup, it's doing the job. So let's check it out. So I hope you're enjoying this video so far. Please feel free to leave your comments below for any future video ideas you may have. And if you are enjoying this video, please click the subscribe button and hit the bell to be notified for any future uploads. Okay, so just to recap, it's two Aston Spirit microphones set up in recorderman style. They're about 42 inches away from the snare, equal distance, measured with a piece of string, all that stuff. Set to cardioid pattern, and they're just going to an RME 5-face 800 into Logic, recording at 44.1 24-bit. That's it. And I'm going to jump over to Logic now and show you how easy it is to just EQ, compress, a little bit of limiting, big drum sound.
Hello again, we're in Logic now. So, I'm going to play you the drum and bass groove first of all. So this is the processed version. Which I think sounds pretty good, to be honest. I like that. For two mics in this little room. Yeah, for two mics in this little room, a very small drum kit. I can't stress how small the kit sounds. You know, a little 20 by 14 bass drum, 12 by 7, 14 by 14. They're not big sounds. I've got my big rock kit packed away at the minute, and that does thunders. It's awesome. I love it. But I wanted also something tight and punchy for another project I do with my band Dutch Joe. Very different vibe we got going on there. And also gigging, it is so easy to carry around. So I just thought, right, let's see a bigger sound I can get, recording that in my little room with two microphones. And obviously this demo is about the microphones, which I think are awesome. I can't stress that enough. So if we go backwards, switching some of this stuff off. In the video, I tried to bring, let's just mute them actually. I tried to bring everything up to level to give it a fair comparison. But if we start off with just the recordings as they come in, this is what they've got going on. So, pretty good. And if I just bring that up to level quickly using one of these limiters. Yeah, it's just clipping up the spiky transients on the snare there. So, it's not bad sound. Starting off with just the EQs. Obviously, there's one on each channel. Now, I've approached this literally, what do I want to hear? I'll find it. What do I not want to hear? And I'll remove it. So, obviously, I want to create a bass drum. I want to create that sort of vibe. Obviously, there is no mic on the bass drum. It's just using the room. But obviously, there isn't a room sound. But trying to find that thud in the room, which is around sort of 65, 70. So, I'm using a combination of a shelf and a high pass on both of these to boost that area. There's a little bit sort of between, I suppose, what is it we've got going on? 250. Yeah, there's something going on the snare. I told you in the video I don't like that snare. Something going on there, so I wanted to remove that. Bit of 400. That just literally opens up the sound so much when you remove that. If we switch that off on both of these, you will hear the difference. I'll put the limiter again, just so you can hear it. Just the kit just all of a sudden opens up a lot more. It takes that sort of horribleness out. And then obviously just boosting, there's a little bit on here, around 2K. We've got on that one, 1300. Just a couple of bits on the snare I wanted to boost. And this is just giving it a little bit more air. Nothing drastic going on. Then we are sending out on bus 1 to a compressor. Now for solo this, that's being smacked quite hard, which is what I want. I've also got some distortion added on the stocky compressor here from Logic. Give it some filth, some attitude and some vibe. And of course you blend that in with the EQ'd tracks. Just adds that character. Moving on from there, I added the room reverb. Again, stock plugin from Logic, just a standard room. Not going crazy with this. And again, this is getting a sound that I like the sound of listening back here. If you were to put this in a track, things are going to change drastically once you start sticking bass in there, vocals, guitars. You know, you want to create this space for other things. You might want a very different sound or vibe on the drum kit, a bigger room, a smaller room, so on and so forth. So none of this is about creating a drum sound for a track. This is just creating a drum sound that I like the sound of now. Stick that together. Cool. Going out to the master out. Oh, we've still got that limiter on. We'll leave it on now. Boosted again, the low frequency. And if you listen, now you can really hear that bass drum. Sounds great. Next thing, and that's all that's boosted on there. Very simple, nothing flashy, nothing overly complex. Compressor on the master out. Now this is bringing out the transients of the snare. It's bringing out a lot more of the nuances of the sound. You listen to the ghost notes on the snare. It's bringing it all to life. And again, no rules with all this. It's just what it is. And that is it. I've not gone crazy. As you can see, the limiter's just being hit mainly on the snare hits. But I think for two microphones in a single garage here in wet, dull, winter England, that sounds pretty big. Oh, I like that. So there you go. Thanks for watching, and I hope you got something out of this video. Please click subscribe and hit the bell to be notified of any future uploads, and please feel free to leave suggestions for future videos in the comment section below. Thanks again. Cheers, bye.